Hi everybody, so that's a great pleasure today to start a new interview with somebody that maybe and for sure will change the creative processes alongside the DAM. And especially this week for the DAM Stewart in New York online sessions, we have the opportunity to talk to Andy, Jörg and Jasper from the CI Hub, a new German company. So good morning, Andy. Can you tell me a little bit more about your team and what you are doing today?
Yes, sure. Thanks a lot for organizing that interview today. That's really cool. I'm happy to introduce my team. I have with me Jörg Seidler. Jörg is running the operations of CI Hub. And I have with me also Jasper. Jasper Ulrich is our lead developer. He's more or less the brain behind everything what we're doing here.
If I remember, you are in the industry and the creative operations since a long time as the owner of iBrams. So can you tell us a little bit more about this background and about Adobe technology and everything about you can do today?
Yeah, what we did 20 years almost, imagine, we started with InDesign 1.0 and last year we had a 20 years anniversary with the Adobe guys together. So our basic idea with iBrams was to create marketing automation software so a normal user without any knowledge of corporate design can create marketing material. So we introduced a lot of rules on top of that great Adobe InDesign server. But what we really found out after these 20 years is that we're creating the next silo in a corporate. That means, we go to the companies and says, buy iBrams, introduce iBrams to your organization, and then all your brand management is correct. The reality we learned is different because at the end, a corporate already has 20 applications and we're adding the 21st. And that's not really solving a problem, that's creating the next silo. So when we had the opportunity to sell iBrams to one of the DAM vendors in France, we did that. And then after selling iBrams to that DAM company, we had the unique opportunity that we could lean back. We took some people from the old team and we used the opportunity to really think on how can we do brand management the right way. And it ended up that we said, what we need to do is we don't need to deliver an application to a corporate. We need just to deliver the functionality. And the functionality should be in every application a user is using. That's the real goal because you said that. There are dozens of silos, and that means you're in your InDesign application, you have to leave the application, you have to go to the DAM system, you have to go to the browser, you have to find the assets, you have to download that stuff, and then you can use it in your application. That does not make sense. We wanted to have an application that sits where the people really working. And that's actually the goal with CI Hub.
Since so many years, we try to put everything together, from creative operations to the DAM system. DAM vendors are trying to fix so many things to connect all together. And it's true that when we are looking, in fact, at the workflow, at the creative processes, it's always a challenge for most of the people.
The reality today in an agency is that people work with 3 different customers, meaning they have 6 different ways on how to access their content. They have to have a plugin in InDesign for Adobe Stock. They have one for Getty Images. They have one for Binder. They have one for, and maybe they are incompatible to each other. That's a situation for the agency which is hindering them to be really efficient. So our main goal was to say, we want to deploy one plugin, and that plugin should be able to connect to as many systems from as many customers the agency need. This is really helping them. I think if Jasper would show us how that really works, it's the best way on understanding on how easy CI Hub will work.
Okay, then I will show you. I'm here in my panel. What you have to do is to add a new connection, and here I choose, it's easy. You click on that and then the browser will open and you have to enter your credentials, and at the end you have a new connection in your panel and can work with the navigation and search for your assets.
We have developed that plugin. We're already on the Adobe Exchange, so you can just go there and download it. And our plugin is really helping the agency to get more productive and to get easier. And the benefit for the DAM industry is we are connecting the silos at the work of place. That's a huge thing for them. And that really creates efficiency, which also benefits to the DAM vendor.
Okay, as you said, after 20 years, when we just try to compare the list of features from the beginning, it's maybe too much features sometimes inside the Adobe application. So experience-wise, can you tell us a little bit more, our designers, creative operations, freelancers, what they need, in fact, inside the application to connect with the DAM systems, or what type of enhancements they need, what type of tools they need to do the work?
As of today, someone in the graphic department or working in InDesign, the typical daily situation is that they have 4 different customers. If you have 4 different customers, that means you have 10 different ways on how you access your assets or the customer's assets. One customer has a Dropbox, the other customer has a DAM system, someone else is using a Google Drive. Then you purchase all your images maybe from Adobe Stock or from Getty Images. Today that means in the work process, you have to leave your InDesign, you have to go to a web page, you have to search on the web page, you have to download that stuff and then use it within your creative documents. That takes time, that disrupts the work process, and there was no solution. So our approach was, let us build a plugin into the products which is able to connect to multiple systems of multiple customers at the same time and deliver all the needed functionalities, searching, filtering for keywords, drag and drop an asset, open the InDesign document or a Premiere Pro project file right where you are. And this is something what really adds efficiency and easiness to the work process. And that's what we're really focusing on. We are not building a plugin for a specific DAM vendor. We are building the plugins for the user in the corporate or in the agency to make his work process easier. That's the main goal, and this is actually what makes lots of fun for us, because we are very close in contact with the users. We get daily input on what they want, and this is what we put into the software right away.
Maybe to get your vision about the future, it's a common statement today that everybody try to work to enhance the customer experience. And alongside DAM systems, I still repeat every time that we have 3 main points. One is the user experience ever, in order to facilitate the onboarding. It's, as you said, drag and drop, and we have the same with DAM systems. It's all about the performance, and it's also one thing important, I think, for the plugins, because it has to be fast. Otherwise, people are lost or just rather to work with a different way. And the last point is all about the ecosystem and so the plugins. And also at the top, since the last 2 years, we have a trend just like AI, machine learning. So for DAM system, it's all about how I can facilitate the search, even if I still advise people to work their taxonomies, their facets, their vocabulary. But how do you see and such technologies can improve within the plugins the customer experience?
When we started developing CI Hub, our goal was to deliver automations. We made an extensive study and we've looked at about 100 different plugins from each vendor. And we found out that none of these plugins is really a cool plugin and delivers what customers really want. And then we found out that we are in a very unique position because our goal is only to make a plugin which is easy to use for the user. And because we are not a DAM vendor, we are in a position to be able to deliver a plugin which connects to all vendors. Because it's clear, no vendor would develop a connector for his competitor. That would never work. Yeah, you may get a nice plugin from Adobe, but Adobe is only developing that for their own infrastructure or for their own products.
Yeah, delivered already much more than that. We also connect stock services like Getty Images, Adobe Images, and iStock. And also we connected cloud services like Dropbox, Google Drive, and Google Photos.
We develop the adapters for everyone. And that's the foundation a customer then can build on and get automations wherever he wants that. And we believe that, you know, Bill Gates said information at your fingertips. Especially in the DAM and the marketing space, we are far away from that. If you look at the marketing, the MarTech landscape, 7,000 different marketing applications are all doing the same. They have branded material and they communicate that to potential customers. And none of these applications are really working together. Each is creating a silo, and that's actually what we want to break through.
Okay, that's super cool, amazing. So really appreciate the time we are all together. I'm talking to the creative operations team now that I think you have the basement of the what you need to achieve to be successful alongside your creative processes within the DAM. And it's not also only the DAM, as we said, because when you're a creative operation, you need to connect with your Adobe stock photo libraries, with your Drive, Dropbox, etc. So, and maybe the best way in order to make everything happen, and something maybe you can share with us, Andy, is some knowledge or database or blogs that you have on your website in order to extend this interview that we have all together.
Sure. There's some good sources on our website. Yeah, we are delivering lots of videos and insights on what is our vision and what we want to achieve and how to use the system. We make it extremely easy for people to try and test our software. Just go to the Adobe store, download it, and you can use it 30 days for free. It's easy. And one thing to mention, our goal is not just to deliver the best software, we want to also deliver it at the best possible price. You will be amazed how much efficiency you get from us for the price we're asking. So that's something what is really easy for the users to get. And that's, I don't know what it is.
That's a lot of fun. Okay. Thank you, Andy. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. And so let's share, distribute everything that we said. And that will be a pleasure to be back to you, to bring more knowledge, more anything regarding the experience, because CIAB team has a great experience to share with you.
That's great, Fred. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.